Viviana playing Elijah.
This is the big question. What kind of ensemble originally performed these things?
I would say straight quartet.
It's a good guess, and but because you probably know that lots of sax quartet music is originally string quartet music. Okay. So it's a very intelligent guess. As it happens, actually, this one's a choir piece. Okay, it's for an oratorio. Okay, and then one of the dead giveaways might be "Yet doth the Lord." Okay, suggests that there are lyrics to this puppy, and it's a choral piece about a rider, obviously. And either way, whether you were right or whether I was right, we basically want to approach it the same way, is that we want to make ourselves sound as blended as possible. Now obviously saxophone choir by its nature lends itself well because it's the same, it's not like a woodwind quintet where there's 5 completely different sounds. That's why sax quartets do lots of choral stuff, why they do lots of string quartet stuff, is because it's a very similar voicing in terms of what we have. But I guess either way, to me it feels aggressive, if that makes sense. I think too aggressive. It feels very heavy, very, I guess, marching band? Does that make some sense to you guys? Know what I mean? Okay. And I mean, I love marching band. I come from a competitive program and everything like that. But, this is early 19th century music. Felix Mendelssohn, he grew up listening to classical era music like Mozart and Beethoven, and most of his music still is grounded in that history. And so I think that's the biggest by far a takeaway that I would ask you guys to take from today is that we have to back it down. Articulations are too heavy, volume is way too much. Especially in the first half. It got a lot better in the slower, more obviously choral section. Then we sort of teamed it, we had a little print here. The first half was very, very aggressive, and that's really, really important when we do that. Couple other things to think about. Well, it's less true in an ensemble like this. In band, what does your director tell you? Who does your director always tell you to listen down to? But lowest voice, okay, and the bass voice, whoever it is. And that's mostly true here. There's a little bit different with some ensembles, but still mostly true. And so whether she's right or wrong, intonation, balance, and blend, we still have to match up, right? Okay. And I don't know that we always do that. Even last chord, for example. Let's start with your very player. Let's play that last note. Stabilize it. Oh, nice and stable. Match her. There's part of our problem right there. Stop. You guys hear all those waves? Okay. So I'm not sure who's right and wrong. But we got it. I think. Play again. So we have some fights. There's a disagreement between you guys, for one. Then we have this issue that you're pushed in a long way. Maybe that's where you need to be. That may be. But that D, guys, what's the problem with that D on section? Exactly. Okay. So you have to work really hard to bring it down. And then your job is to lock that third in just so. And you're facing a double whammy that's really low in the register. Okay, not tragically low, but low. And we also have to adjust that. And usually a major chord will lift that third down. Okay. So things like that. I would suggest that when you go back and look at something, is that opening section especially, that you go and find as many spots as you can where you're all playing at the same time and do what we just did at a much reduced volume level, probably permanently, to tune it, but then also to make sure that we're balancing it. Every moment sounds like what we just got. And that's a tall order. That's the order you gotta challenge yourself with to make this music really, really happen. Okay? Cool, guys, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.